let's review Generation of Kings, much anticipated sophomore album, Masicka. All these things. So we're going to start with our Resident Crack, of course. Has this one again?
No. Wow, that's really hard. You're I don't really know. Not. You're not watching that G, you know.
Resident Crack, how you feel about the LP? A lot of chatter around it 2 years after. You could say it's Magnus Opus. A magnum opus, there we go. Portrait, yeah. Crack, what you have to say?
I have a lot to say, actually.
Let's try to keep it brief.
Yeah. Gotta keep it short.
Succinct.
Thanks for the big word.
Yeah, geez, thanks.
You're pulling up your little notey notes?
Yeah, because I don't want to forget nothing. I love the album. Just started off by saying that. I love it.
Cool.
From the cover art, should I start with the cover art? Because that's the first thing I started when I started teasing it.
Yes.
So when I saw the cover art, I was like, interesting. So what I got from it, this is my opinion.
All right.
Nobody not tell me nothing, but this is just what me put together. That's what I gathered.
Tell you something regardless.
Right? But I took it as, or I saw it as a long, hard fight to get the crown. To get the crown and earn the title king, earn the king title, based on the broken pieces that I saw from the crown. So it looked like it was going through war, basically. I saw the hands reaching out to it, but I noticed a specific hand that was higher than the other hands, and that hand has on rings and a bracelet, which I noticed him normally wear. So I'm like, is that Masicka's hand? Like, he must say him almost reach it, but he's not yet there. So
deep dive on the cover art.
Yeah, like I'm gathering.
I considered it too, but I got something else.
I'm gathering all of that from it. Like I'm so close to being the king of dancehall, but maybe he might work on something else. Like him not feel like him reach it yet. So that's what I get from the cover art. Top song. So I have so many favorite songs from the album that I had to do it in segments. So I have for top international collab, which I think is possibly my favorite song on the album, is Fight For Us featuring Fave. I didn't know her before, so this album introduced me to her. I started listening to her music, and I'm like, I really like her sound, and she and Masicka work really well together, so that was a good collab. And him tap into the Afrobeat market now. That's different. I've never heard that type of sound from Masicka, or this type of that type of sound from him. So I was happy when I heard this
Fight For Us.
This song.
Okay.
Yeah, Fight For Us. I also like Wet featuring Friday. That was a good collab as well. Then I went to top local collab because I'm like, from Jamaica. The artist them when from Jamaica. Number One Triumph featuring Lila Ike and Chronicler.
Big tune.
Big song.
Big ras,
then I put Stars Are Us featuring Popcorn. Love that too. And then third for me would have been Wow with Spice. I was actually surprised because when I saw it, Masicka featuring Spice, I was like, that's a weird combo. I wasn't expecting to see that. And then when I listened to the song, I was like, okay, this is a nice dancehall track. So that came third in top local collab. That's what I call it. Carbon, I call it my favorite Badman song. I don't know if I call it, but my favorite Badman song, like Carbon, tough to me. It was running with Fight For Us for number one, like my number one track of the album. But yeah, Carbon is my number one Badman song. I put lyrical prowess is commendable.
Okay.
You
Okay.
actually wrote that down.
I wrote that down.
Alright.
Yeah, but overall, I got like it felt like he was going for, like balance. Him want the project for feel like it's balance. Him cater to the ladies. Him do look a bad man, and then him do conscious music. So it was like a nice blend. I listened to everything. I listened to the album like 5 times. In the car, headphones, like just because I noticed when I listen to the songs over and over, it's like sometimes I change my mind. I have this as a favorite and then it changed. So I did that, listen to everything, and it was really a good listen. For 438, I was like, okay, this is him proving himself. Like some I say I'm bad, some I say I'm not bad. Well, see it as a 438, yeah, and then him do Generation of Kings, and it's like, I tell you somebody did bad. It's like I prove myself even more. Like this is the 10 for me. This is the 10 out of 10. This is a really good project. I see this as a Grammy Award winning project.
Okay. Alright, I guess I'll go next. Can do it, so. Vroom.
Yeah.
There's certain things I agree and I disagree with you about Jazzo. Them just said this off top. I feel like this was him flexing. And you could see it throughout. This is somebody who's operating at the peak of his powers right now.
Yeah.
And you can see it with how him execute the rollout of the project, from the execution of the rollout to the actual body of work itself. This is somebody operating at a very high level. So that just started off there. From me hear the bell them toll on the first song I'm in. You know, so me in. In from the bell tolls from Black Sheep.
Black Sheep. Yeah, I
Black
thought that was
Sheep.
a good intro too.
Right, that song there. And from there, you could probably say that was the start of the ghetto motivational music. I think this whole thing, this whole project is ghetto motivational music. And my interpretation of the album title and even the cover art tied into that. So I don't think it was necessarily applied or was for him, the whole king thing. Because I know there seems to be like a conversation. No, I think Cargo did that about if him call himself king, just call himself king. And that, I don't think it's that. I just think that it was tied into calling you them king. You know what I mean? Because I got a lot of motivational music, lyrics, vibes from this.
Yeah.
Is it the song that me like? I love Triumph. I love District 1. The Bomba trumpet. Is it the man dropping? Is it sexy sax? You know, the bad man. Some mess up.
Yeah.
Right for body fuck. Right for
Stand
body.
up from it.
I think the song with the most hit potential though is Fight For Us. I think that song has the most potential to be the international crossover song of him.
Yep.
If it is marketed right. And I hope that him don't drop the ball with that song.
No.
I feel like some of the ball they drop with some of the singles from 438 King, especially for me. You know what I mean? But I hope say there's a proper rollout and single treatment for this song, because I feel like that song, it have a whole heap of potential.
Yeah.
Fave, the girl named Fave, do her thing on that song there. I feel like the last 2 tracks them play like bonus tracks. Because
Which
it's kind
were?
of, because let me tell you how the album breakdown for me. The motivational segment, the girl segment, the bad man segment, and then it got back into a little, reality segment, and then came back with some girl tune. It never quite worked for me in regards to the flow, but me like Wet. Me like that song they Wet with Friday. I like what they did with that. Waterfall, I feel like never needed to be there and probably hurt with where it's at. I feel like if any weakness of this album to me is the girl song them, to me. Even though one of the most song them with the most potential is Fave, but I feel like the girl song them for me is what hold this album back a bit. The album a flirt with greatness for me, but it not quite reach there. And because of them little thing.
Oh, wow.
There's a collab here that you mentioned that I feel like it could have done without, to be honest. It's alright, but I feel like the album could have done without it. To be honest, I feel like it would have been better served by having an actual rapper on the song. I feel so. It's not against this person, even though people are going to take it and say, hey, that's something you have against the person. No. I just feel like it just never quite work with what did surround it. And as I said, like the sequencing, like with the 2 songs them at the end, what would have properly fit more in other girl segment there.
Yeah.
I feel like would have worked better. Him love him girl. We know that for sure.
Facts.
We can see
Him
that.
love him girl. I got that from this thing. Him love him girl.
Him to blood.
Yeah, him love him, yeah.
Iman doing ya. Cannot give fucking butt.
I have things to say about that one as well in regards to him girl. You know what I mean? But he love him girl. He love him girl. You know what I mean? That is for sure. But yeah, I really rate this project. You know what I mean? That project is bad. Ari.
I'm remembering my review for last year, and I was saying that it needed a standout single track, and that's what was missing from me. People are saying like, you know, the Iman, it looks like these. I think
Stefan Don.
I'm like, yeah, that, but yes, but it never reached
The level of
there
you.
because it's like, you know, a standout track is like that track, and I think he did this. He created several standout tracks with this, and in play before Tyrant, it was the lead up Tyrant and Limelight. They were the lead up singles to the album, and you can see it, and I like that because even when I listen, me hear Tyrant before, but I think that song when it compiled in the body of work, it kind of just oomph it up for me.
You right?
As I said, the way you call it, the rifle.
Yeah, the rival.
District 1.
District 1, yeah.
Fuck, like, I ain't no bad man, but god damn, golly, yeah, like you can't see the bad man them. I put it say, yo, play what anthem. We're going on a trip.
And we need to wave the rifles.
We need to wave it.
Vociferously.
Right? Yeah, it's like one of them fucking sang them and really good.
That's my favorite segment.
Yeah,
The Tyrant District 1 Carbon segment.
Yeah.
But
so yeah, and the placements of the songs were great as per usual. Like that was the standout for me in 438, and he did it well here too, like placing the songs then properly. Triumph, anthemic, like no, is that me say, and it could have done more bass and like just like choir in it, like them could the Lila Ike could have come in with a choir,
right?
Because the way it's so anthemic.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Goosebumps settings.
Beautiful.
Lila Ike was flexing there too.
Yeah, like beautiful.
Yo,
song.
Chronicler touch on. I know it in the song. I was like, that nigga can sing.
Yeah, like beautiful song, and you know, I was saying like Masicka's personality is like, oh damn it, like these people were counting me out. But I've won over those fuckers, goddamn it. Like that's his whole personality, and it reflects in this album too. It's like, yeah, I told you so, motherfuckers.
Yeah.
And him have every right and every reason to say I told y'all, motherfuckers, like for real. And he did it's a good song, and you know the sophomore itch is always a real thing for artists. Like you capture the essence
Sophomore
of the first, you capture the essence of the first one, and you know many people kind of feel from them sophomore album, but he was able to recapture the moment, and wouldn't even say recapture, creating another moment for this one. And you know, I thought it was just like even the song, like you touch on Wow, the dance, his song with Spice. I was like, I love that song because it felt dancehall, but not retro, not in a retro way. It just felt like a nice dancehall song, like modern, not trapper, not modern dancehall, like in the
but never cringy.
Yeah, in a cringy, like in the 21st century. So I really love that song. I actually replayed that in the first listen, so it was good.
I'm fighting. I'm not fighting.
Yeah, no, I like the song, like the rhythm too, and thumbs up. Like special shout out to fucking producers.
Yep.
You guys put your foot in this production, like absolutely amazing. Like it's great. I agree with you. Funny enough, I agree with you about Waterfall. The last songs on it, like the Waterfall songs, is like like me that for like I was saying I was becoming kind of checked out. In the end. And I had to like replay the wet to kind of like, is it about sex? Is that a sex song?
I feel like, with when Nara said about the placement, no, that's what I'm looking at, because actually I didn't listen to it in the order.
See?
So it's that. But like looking at it now, I said, them two songs should have fall after Fight for Us.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, I thought. Like during the whole, like, Angels Don't Cry more so until like, you could have found another segment there.
Kind of.
No, for say like the song them not good.
I like the songs.
I like the song, especially wet, but it just play like bonus track and it's like a better ending would have been at Broken Home.
Yeah.
Well, cause Broken Home touch on something real too. So,
yes.
I don't know, maybe placement, but I kind of was meaning after a while. Like,
and that happened with me too. I had to listen them back again to really, okay, them songs, because to me, at first play, I said, we could have do without them two songs. But then me hear back Wet and I said, you know what, that song
Wet Bad,
Wet Bad.
I had to
it's
listen
just,
to
it's a sequence.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That they showed me out the first time.
Yeah.
I mean, but them bad. I just feel like they would have been better served.
You know what I forgot to say? March On, the collab that he did with Dexter Daps.
Yeah.
I felt like that song needed a female vocalist. And him could have do a different collab with Dexter. Like, I don't know if a conscious or maybe one girl song. Like when they do Leader already, which should have more fall in a conscious. Him could have do like a nice like a girl song. But yeah, March On, I feel like could have done nice with like a Lila or Alien or a Tessan would have like lift the song even more.
Funny enough, I didn't even know it was him immediately in the Dexter. I didn't know it was him immediately because I wasn't listening. When I was listening, I was doing something, so I was like listening to it. So I never see the person.
Yeah.
So I was like, who is this? I'm like, oh, it's Dexter. Okay.
Quickly, can we talk about some? Oh, you.
I don't know if I agree, but
but I can see where she's saying.
I can see it.
Quickly, one criticism about the album is that his sound and flow sound the same on a lot of the songs. Would you agree?
I mean, but I wouldn't even say a lot of songs. Just like that's Masicka's flow. Like, me just accept it for what it is.
I think it's a signature song. I think, as Midea said in the beginning of my soliloquy, is him reach the peak of him pause. What he needs to be careful now in other projects going forward is that the signature sound don't sound monotonous. It works fine, it works really well.
Yeah.
But you don't want it reach to a point where people feel like you run it in at the ground. You know what I mean? I feel like him can take a bit more risks.
Yeah.
That's why I like the Faith song, because it was different.
Exactly.
I feel like going forward, him can take more risks with him sound and with the direction and music. I feel so, because I feel like him reach at the peak. I'm signature sound right now. And I mean, I'm not necessarily agree with people that say, I'm sound the same, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Because even with Broken Home, it was more, he was singing a lot in that.
I took down a note as well, say a melodic DJing has improved.
Right.
A lot.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Final thoughts, grades, Javi.
We said grades?
Yes, final
But
thoughts.
they don't give mine 10 out of 10.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, crack. As I said, it was flirting with greatness, not quite. I feel like this is like 438 was when Bolt run 19.19. This I like when him run 19.32. That Olympics or World Championships after that. So I feel like this album is a 19.32. So 8.3. Would I give this? 8.3.
Yeah. Wow.
I'll give
very
it 9.
specific.
Okay.
I'll give it 9.
I'll
give it 9.
Like, for me, it was between 8 and 8.5. I say it's not a 8. It's not quite a 8.5 for me. So somewhere between that.
Okay.
Yeah. I could have get a 8.5, but 8.3.
I think it's a good album.
It is a very good album.
There are certain criticism about it, but it's like, as you said, minor. Like I was saying, like even with the 438, I just felt like it needed that one standout track, and that was it for me.
So this one, you say?
Yeah, I think there are flaws there, Like I
could
agree.
Be a bit tighter. Could have used for some
I was
tightening.
kind of waning and whatever, and even too, like I was saying that my hope is that his topics can expand more.
True.
Like so, it's like me saying personality is like, oh yeah, I told you, I'm motherfuckers. So it's like I get it, and him relinquishing him and doing victory lap. So it's just like, all right, cool. I get that. Like move on. But he's giving us anthemic songs. He's giving us good girl song. And as usual for the Monday.
He has improved the standards of dancehall albums over the past 5 years.
Facts.
Can't say anything, you know what I mean?
Hot day, hot day, hot day. Guess which way me turn her? Back way, back way, back way. Hey girl, come wine on a beat, yeah. Cock it up, let me send it down deep.
It's not that easy with you here, but I know I want you to stay. See, this could be us in a few years, but just tell me you like to play. It's like every day, I'm kicking out. I could fly away, but you got me at a complete stop.
Call us. Them did one we turn one crop. Say we are iron balloon. Can't bust. Remember we for we and God for us.
Start walk with some disciple.
The North Coast, man, I chill like damn it. Rev sport mode, every gal a drop baggy. Breast gas, dilly dally in a traffic. Man, fly with me and then I'm a pocket tower life for the Maris and the weed. Mama fast like Sonic. Have your gal on the front seat, a panic.